Slowly turn your feet to face parallel and bend through your right knee, bend through your left knee. And as you're ready, go ahead and inhale your left arm up to the sky. Let it be subtle and allow your baby, your belly, to still face the earth. So the twist is happening from the tips of your shoulder blades into your heart. Bend your right knee slowly. Inhale across your heart, your right arm up to the sky. If it's okay on your neck, you can look up, otherwise gazing side or down. Full and steady breath. And then slowly release. Parallel the feet. Inhale your heart forward, and as you exhale, fold. Bringing your forearms down to either blocks or a couple of pillows underneath your arms. Head is hanging heavy. Opening up the backs of the legs, the hamstrings, and allowing blood to fill your brain. Fresh perspective, relaxation. Come to the tips of your fingers as you inhale. Exhale out of your mouth. And walk your feet towards the midline. Going to bend your knees into garland pose, malasana, yogic squat. Place a block underneath your hips if you need it. Just allowing yourself to feel comfortable here, especially if you have sensitive knees. This posture can be quite load-bearing or weight-bearing on your knees. We're trying to allow hips to descend, heart to rise, crown of the head to rise. If it feels okay for you, lean forward. Push your knees apart from one another with your elbows and stretch. Visualizing your baby coming down effortlessly and easily. As you're ready, go ahead and straighten your legs. Walk your hands forward to the front of your yoga mat. And take a couple of extra breaths in your hamstring. Take your time. Step back into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Couple of deep breaths here. Knees, heart, push back to plank, and send your hips back to downward facing dog. That's the prenatal vinyasa. As you're ready, step your right foot forward between your hands. Back heel turns flat and extend your left arm up. You can use a block to help you bring your forearm to your thigh. This is the modified version of Utthita Parshvakonasana side angle pose. You're drawing your right hip back and squeezing the outer hip into the midline. Push down into your heels and try drawing the energy of your heels towards one another. As you inhale, come back up to Virabhadrasana 2, second warrior. Allow your left hip to come forward on the diagonal. The twist in this pose comes from the left rib cage turning to the left. Feel your strength. Reverse this warrior. Left hand on the hip if needed for support. Bending deeply into your right leg. Back up to warrior 2 as you inhale and straightening your right leg slowly for Trikonasana. Heart forward, lengthen forward as you shift your hips back and slowly bring your right hand down to the block, left arm straight up to the sky. Shoulder heads are neutral on your body. Trying to feel a sense of length in the lower back. If it feels good, allow your right ear to hang near your shoulder and stretch. Left hand behind your back for the shoulder opener, Ardha Baddha, half bind. Gazing down or gazing up, it's your choice. Feel the up dog or the cobra in this pose. Back ribs extending into your heart. If you're taking half moon, left hand on the hip for balance. Use your block, extend it to the right of your pinky toe. Go slowly and powerfully lift your left heel straight back behind you. Optional to take the left hand up. Spread out like a starfish. In pregnancy, the stability of the shape comes from your outer right quadricep sucking back and drawing in. Right thigh active. Drishti or eye gaze steady on a point. Last inhale. Slowly step back. You can go back to triangle like we did on the other side, or simply fold forward, walking your hands to the left of your right foot, any amount, depending on how much space you need for your baby. Keeping your right toes dead ahead. Opening up the back of your right hamstring. Should feel pretty good. Slow and steady rhythmic breath, inhaling and exhaling. Allow your neck to unwind, your brain to drop down into the frontal part of your skull. As you inhale, drinking in the power of creation, the power of the universe, infinite potential energy. And as you exhale, letting go of anything that doesn't serve you, anything you don't need, any limiting beliefs about your body, about your birth, about your baby's birth. Inhaling in all the good in your life and exhaling out any of the negative. As you're ready, begin to walk your hands to the middle of your legs, middle of your mat, and parallel your feet. Big inhale to extend your heart forward and start to bend slowly into your left knee for Skandasana. You should feel the stretch in your inner left groin, maybe your inner right groin. And switching slowly, bending your right knee. Heart is forward. And again, bending your left knee. And bending your right knee. Bring your body back to center and surrender forward into a modified version of Prasarita Padottanasana. You can bring your elbows underneath blocks or pillows if you need to. If you're feeling comfortable with your elbows on the earth, that's wonderful as well. Optional to firm the quadricep muscles, keeping the legs active, or to completely relax and release. Heavy in your spine, heavy in your neck. Consider a deep breath in. And as you exhale, sticking out your tongue and opening your mouth. Let's very slowly make our way back to downward dog, Adho Mukha. Come forward onto your hands and knees. Exhale, bend your elbows any amount. Inhale, push back to plank and send your hips back, downward facing dog.